Tomacek quickly into the middle of the ice. Tomacek shot, kick save, the rebound still loose. DeForest sends it back. Roldan shot, kicked out again by Zaranek. Cleared but not out. Tomacek handles. 13 to go in regulation. Rolled into the middle. Craig with a look to Tomacek. Score! Tie game! Philip Tomacek. 8.9 seconds to go. Chipped on the boards by Ross, and he gets tattooed, but Tomacek takes it the other way. Here comes Tomacek, taking towards the goal, and he scores! What a goal by Philip Tomacek, number 41 of the season. He was tightly covered by the defense of O'Banion and Smith. Now a 2-on-1 for the Impact. Here's Visa with Ditro. Visa back hit in front. Ditro scores! First of the season for Tyler Ditro off the beautiful feed from Visa on the odd man rush. Side. Young is calling for it behind the play. Anakin will swirl away from Hurleman. And it's poked ahead again. Another breakaway for the Impact. This time Donzella. Donzella scores! Philip Tomacek. Drops it back for Di Silvestro. Spins near the blue line. His backhander goes to nobody. And Gatineau will try to fire it down. Di Silvestro gets in the way. Di Silvestro with some space. Lex Roldan pass across. Score! Di Silvestro, what an individual effort. Blocks the clear from Gatineau. And Lex Roldan gives him a beautiful assist for a 1-0 Impact lead. Playoff season is right around the corner here in the USPHL, and while every team from the Atlantic Division will be participating, this game means a lot more for the Elmira Impact as they fight to try and earn a home ice series in the first round. The Impact are tied with the Junior Islanders for 5th place currently, and while they may have a game in hand, they must go through the 2nd place Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights if they want to stay at home for their opening round series. Scottie Marro here to take you through this one today on FloHockey. Thank you for tuning in from your homes or wherever you may be on this Saturday evening. Elmira is coming off a very significant weekend against the aforementioned Islanders, where they lost both games in regulation on Long Island. Starting lineups for your Elmira Impact Premier Team are brought to you by DPH Games, which starts with Lex Roldan at center. Next to him, Philip Tomacek and Ethan Ross. Thomas Garon and Mario Smith on the back end. And in goal, Simon Johnson, who last played in New Hampshire against the Junior Bruins, is also no longer with the team as Elmira makes their playoff push. Knights come into the zone, and Simon Johnson will grab a hold of it and stop play with 7:18 to go. We'll be saying it all throughout this game, and we'll certainly be scoreboard watching the rest of the division. Very tight in the middle. Elmira tied with the Junior Islanders, but the Islanders have the tiebreaker, having more regulation wins than Elmira and having beat them more than the Impact have been able to take them down. Hershey also has 1 point more than them in 3rd place in the division. They'll be playing the Hitmen twice. Ethan Ross takes a cross check right near the Wilkes bench, so Elmira will go to the power play 3 minutes into the first period, and they'll try to take the lead. Power play has been surging as of late. It was maybe around 20% a month and a half ago. Now is at 25.4, good for 4th in the division. This first unit out quite a lot for the Impact this season. DeForest tries to win it back, but he'll win it forward to Ross, who drew the penalty. His pass along the boards didn't have enough on it to try and find Roldan on the other side. So Grano skates it out for Wilkes. It's poked away. DeForest over the red line with speed. Roldan has to slow up to stay onside. Roldan to Craig, hops off his stick. Now Tomacek in neutral ice. The new single-season points leader and in general points leader for the Impact. Craig's shot finds its way to Reagan, who makes his first save of the day. Holding his chest after that, may have got him up high. Galvin Reagan this season is 8-0-3 with Wilkes, who was traded to them mid-season from the Battle Creek Colonels. Here's a chance in front for Ross. Save made. The rebound left in the crease. It comes to the boards and is nearly cleared out by Wilkes. They have a man out of position now. Here's Roldan to the other side. Off the stick of a defender looking for Tomacek. He gets hooked up behind the play. The referee says it was clean, and Wilkes will clear it out back to the impact zone, and they'll change their penalty killers. Johnson tries to push the pace. DeForest was too close to the opposing blue line to bring it in. He leaves it for Roldan. Lex Roldan is 3 points away from being second in all-time impact scoring. Well, Tomacek scored his 83rd point with the team against the Junior Bruins, which was the all-time mark, and is now currently at 88 and counting. Is 1 goal away from 40 this season. A good breakup by Donzella. The Knights are trying to move in shorthanded. The Knights will get their man out of the box. Bechtold has trouble handling it near the half wall. Out comes Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Good deke moving in with Johnson. Makes the pad save on A.J. Sada. Third back around by Chouinard. Moretta behind the goal. Ducks away from Bechtold. Has a streaker in DiSilvestro. Tries to find him, but it's too far. Goes all the way down to Reagan, who will play it. And the line will get a change as icing was waved off. Reagan, a .236 goals against with Wilkes-Barre and a .916 save percentage, has only allowed more than 3 goals twice in the 13 games he's played in Eastern Pennsylvania. Both of those games came against the Northern Cyclones, one of them just last weekend, where he allowed 6. Poked ahead by Palandra looking for McReynolds. Now back the other way. A good stick again, but Johnson gets his pad on the shot from Chouinard. McReynolds on the right side. He'll use the low glass. The Impact changed their defense. O'Banion and Murray hop on. Now coming down the wing is Lawrence. Put it towards the middle. Nobody there as Wilkes was making changes as well. McReynolds will dump and change behind Reagan. 13:30 left to go in the first period. A tie game, both goals happening within the first minute and 30 seconds. Murray comes out from his own goal. We'll go D to D for O'Banion. O'Banion off the glass, looking for Maximium. Too far for him. He'll go to the bench. Whole line will make a change. First unit back out for Elmira. An intercept by Roldan to Ross in the middle. Sweeps it towards the goal. The defender gets in the way, and it goes wide. Murray misses O'Banion on the side. Cunningham tried to center it, but takes the hit from O'Banion. One of the hardest hitters on the team, certainly. Now in comes Tomacek. His shot off the leg coming into the zone. Wilkes will try to take it the other way. Garan gets there first. Ross's chip goes off a Wilkes player standing up on the bench. And play will be halted yet again. The Impact's last 2 games, as we mentioned before, a 6-3 loss in the first match. Cole Stevens got pulled in that game after 4 goals against on 16 shots, albeit 3 of them were pretty weak, and 1 of them was an own goal. Jeff Rita was almost perfect in relief, stopping 17 of 18. Tomacek, DiSilvestro, and Moretta all scored for Elmira. The second game, it was an even closer one, a 5-4 loss. It was 2-2 going into the second period, but then the Islanders scored 3 unanswered goals. Jeff Rita started that game and stopped only 25 of 30. His weakest game in quite a while. It's first time allowing more than 3 goals against in his last 7 appearances. Visa, Roldan, Ross, and DeForest scored for Elmira in the 1-goal loss. They needed points out of the weekend, and very unfortunate they did not. So it makes their task harder this weekend against one of the top teams in the league, let alone the division. Wilkes has second place all locked up. There's nowhere they can go, nowhere they could drop. So they're not playing for much this weekend. They will be playing the Hitmen regardless. That's a known fact. Hitmen have locked up 7th place in the division.